What is SALN? SALN stands for Statement of Assets, Liabilities and Net Worth. If you want the official copy, you can go to Official Gazette website of the government. It is a declaration of assets and liabilities, including business and financial interests, of an official or employee, of his or her spouse, and of his or her unmarried children under 18 years old still living in their parents' households. The submission of a SALN is required by law under Article 11 Section 17 of the 1987 Constitution and Section 8 of Republic Act No. 6713, the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees. It includes a waiver authorizing the Ombudsman or his authorized representatives to attain documents that may show assets, liabilities, net worth, business interests, and financial connections from all appropriate government agencies. All public officials and employees, whether regular or under temporary status, are required to file a SALN. Article 11 Section 17 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Public officials and employees have an obligation to accomplish and submit declarations under oath of, and the public has the right to know, their assets, liabilities, net worth and financial and business interests including those of their spouses and of unmarried children under 18 years of age living in their households. A public officer or employee shall, upon assumption of office and as often thereafter as may be required by law, submit a declaration under oath of his assets, liabilities, and net worth. In the case of the President, the Vice President, the members of the Cabinet, the Congress, the Supreme Court, the Constitutional Commissions and other constitutional offices, and offices of the armed forces with general or flag rank, the declaration shall be disclosed to the public in the manner provided by law. Administrative Code of 1987, Book 1 Chapter 9, Section 34. A public officer or employee shall upon assumption of office and as often thereafter as may be required by law, submit a declaration under oath of his assets, liabilities, and net worth. Republic Act 6713, Section 8. The SALN must be filed within 30 days after assumption of office, on or before April 30th of every year thereafter, and within 30 days after separation from the service. Republic Act 6713, Section 8. Identification and disclosure of relatives. It shall have the duty of every public official or employee to identify and disclose, to the best of his knowledge and information, his relatives in the government in the form, manner and frequency prescribed by the Civil Service Commission. What should be found in the SALN? Real property, its improvements, acquisition costs, assessed value and current fair market value, personal property and acquisition cost, all other assets such as investments, cash on hand or in banks, stocks, bonds, and the like, liabilities, and all business interests and financial connections, including those of their spouses and of unmarried children under 18 years of age living in their households. Identification and disclosure of relatives. It shall be the duty of every public official or employee to identify and disclose, to the best of his knowledge and information, his relatives in the government in the form, manner and frequency prescribed by the Civil Service Commission. Accessibility of SALNs. SALNs must be available for inspection at reasonable hours. SALNs must be available for copying by 10 days after it has been filed. Any person requesting a copy of a statement shall be required to pay a reasonable fee to cover the cost of reproduction and mailing of such statement, as well as the cost of certification. Any statement filed under this Act shall be available to the public for a period of 10 years after receipt of the statement. After such period, the statement may be destroyed unless needed in an ongoing investigation. Quote, WHO are exempted from filing a SALN. Republic Act 6713, Section 8. Those who serve in an honorary capacity, laborers and casual or temporary workers. Prohibited Acts. It shall be unlawful for any person to obtain or use any statement filed under this Act for any purpose contrary to morals or public policy, or any commercial purpose other than by news and communications media for dissemination to the general public.